Thank you so much, Dr. Abaza, for your introductory remarks. Many thanks to you all for the participation. I'm very happy and pleased to be among this distinguished panelists today. I think I have another one.
I want mine.
All right. Yeah. Um, so this is one of three initiatives that I think they are very unique and will be repeated and will be sustained in the future. This one is about localization of climate action. The second one is about the regional roundtables to build up pipeline of investable projects. The third is the engagement that we have with academia, research centers, with a focus on the role of science and research and development. These are the three unique initiatives in the preparation of the COP. Dr. Abaza at the beginning said something very important about raising awareness, and this is, I like just to speak about 3+1 areas of actions here that we're after from this initiative, especially after this nice short documentary and the presentation of Mr. Khalid there with us, the Permanent Undersecretary of the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development. So Basira, which is one of the best vehicles to test and check on public opinion in Egypt, had conducted 2 surveys to check to what extent the issue of climate change is recognized in Egypt. In August, just a couple of months ago, 69%, and I'm using my iPhone here because Dr. Maged Osman just sent me the update on the latest survey. So the first survey he did and the sample that he did, saying that more than 2/3 have never heard of climate change, 69% of the Egyptian population. With all of the activities and the events and all of that, the latest figure at the beginning of this month, I hope it will change after the summit, is 65%. This is confirming a survey that I saw from Gallup saying that 51% worldwide see that climate change is an existential crisis. 49% have different views. But in the same Gallup survey, they say that because of the standard deviation around the average, countries that are more affected by climate change impact are less aware of its dangers and less aware of what they should really be doing. So I think the first objective of this campaign through the initiative is still very relevant, and I'm happy that under the auspices of the President, we are going to be repeating this exercise every year and covering the 27 governorates, going deeper into the districts of the governorates, and getting all of the sectors and the aggregators with us more involved. I remember when I went to the Prime Minister sharing the idea, it was in May, until we get the process and getting everything organized take, as always, some time, and then we had the decree and then the process led by Ambassador Hisham Badr and Mr. Khalid there. So what I'm expecting then for next year, the million is an interesting target for the participants rather than 6,000. That's nice to see actually the whole enterprise registry in terms of effective numbers of participating enterprises is not much more than that anyway. But pushing this agenda further is essential. The second point is building the pipeline of investable projects, as I said, in the 6 categories mentioned by in the video and by Khalid Bey. The third is basically about localizing the SDGs in all of the governorates, because here it's not just about climate action, it's linking it to ending extreme poverty, to job opportunities, to role of women in society, to role of youth. So you can really see SDG 1, SDG 8, SDG 5, and the infrastructure, which is basically getting us into this engagement today with our esteemed colleagues in the panel, either from the private sector as potential financiers or from the UN system at large as potential partners with us in the work. And through them, and this is my final point, is internationalizing this experiment, if it has merits and substance, to be taken further and to be developed. Two ways to have more support from the international system, including the UN, to support not just the winners, but the process at large at the government level and at the cities level. And the other thing, if there are merits in this exercise, we need that to be extended beyond Egypt. And we had very good discussion the day before yesterday with the Minister of Planning and Economic Development, and we had the UN Resident Coordinator, UNDP with us, and EBRD sharing ideas on how can we take this idea further. And we're going to talk as well with our colleagues and friends from COP28 about possible engagements in their COP as well. Thank you so much.